Minister Carol, you are welcome. How are
Thank
you?
you, Margaret. How are you?
Very well. Welcome to the show, to the
Thank
Father
you.
Talk Show. Very welcome. Thank you very much. Minister
Thank you,
Carol, would
sis.
you introduce yourself, who you are, and yes, please.
All right. Thank you. I'm Carol Babalola. I just want to say thank you for inviting me to your show. As a privilege, I do not take for granted to be one of the speakers on your new show for today. Thank you for that. And thank you to the viewers out there. And I pray that this is just the beginning of greater things to come for you.
Amen. Thank
I'm
you.
Carol Babalola. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I'm a coach for self esteem and limiting belief coach. I usually coach people, women who are over 40s and over 50s. Those women who think, that life is over. Oh, there's nothing they can, get anymore. We coach them to the extent that, they can start late and finish well and finish rich.
Wow. Wow. Now you also have your own show as well. You also kind of the CEO, okay, for some amazing awards on that. I don't want to say it, but you tell the viewers about all the work you've been doing out there as well.
Oh, thank you very much for that. That's why I say I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a host to a talk show where we encourage women and we empower people out there. We use our testimony, our experiences, what has happened to us in life to encourage other people, to tell them that they are not alone. I also have an event which I hold yearly. It's called Influential Role Model and Mentors Awards. It holds every year. It's a place where we appreciate and we just share love to people, where we acknowledge, celebrate ordinary people doing extraordinary things in the community. And of course, I have another show coming up on the 13th of November. This is for women, purely women, women that are influencing their area of influence. And this is where like-minded people come together and fellowship together and enjoy each other.
And that program is a date with Christ.
It's called A Date with Christ with
I,
influential role model and mentors. No, sorry, with influential women of substance.
mhm. I know definitely date with Christ men also come to that as well.
Thank you. I mean, I'm a Christian. You can see from there, Minister Carol. I'm a minister. So we do have a date with Christ. And whoever has a date with Christ, their life never remains the same.
Okay, please tell us, how do we bounce back from a broken relationship? How do we bounce back? I mean, our viewers are excited, they want to hear. And I think this topic goes right across the board as well. It's not just for the women, this is also for the men out there who are listening to us.
Yeah.
So, Minister Carol, tell us, how do we bounce back from a broken relationship?
Thank you very much. One thing I just want to tell people that relationship is mutual, and then as a human being, we are interdependent. We depend on each other. Our relationship, it could be between a man and a woman, between sisters, between parents, between friends. And when it's broken, believe me, it's not easy. The pain, it's so horrible. There is grieving that comes out of it. There is this pain that some people cannot get out of it. All right. And there's a saying that, time heals all things. But I beg to differ on that, that it's what you do with the time, while you are going through, it's what makes the healing comes quick. So if you just stay without, doing anything, there'll be no healing. Healing will not take place. So with that time, what should you do to bounce back from a broken relationship? Like I said earlier on, broken relationship, it's very, very painful, and it's like, part of you is gone. It could be a friend, it could be even daughter, mother, father, son. You know how painful it is when somebody that you used to be together is no more there. It is very, very painful, and it changes people's perception, life. So here, I just want to give you some keys which you follow. It depends on individual. But one thing I just want to encourage people out there, that whatever you do, you have to be intentional about it. You just have to be intentional about it. So one of the key I want to actually tell people is that to accept and acknowledge that the relationship is over. Some people, when they have issues in their relationship, it could be even temporarily, but just accept and acknowledge that relationship is over. Most people don't believe it's over. They brood over spilled milk for a very long time. They do all, and the other person is gone, is going on, is investing, is changing life, but you are there, crying over spilled milk. I'm just here to encourage you. Accept it and acknowledge that that person has moved on. What do? You have to move on as well. That's the first step that will give you the power for a bounce back to be a better person. I know it's not easy. The pain, it's too much. But what do? You don't have to stay there having a pity party and crying. So the next thing to do is to take responsibility. It takes two to tango. There are some things that you have contributed to that breakup. You might be saying, "Oh, I don't." No, no, no. When you look at it, really, there are some ways that you have contributed to that breakup, or it's the way, maybe the way you behave, the way most people, the choice you make. That it can be the choice of the person that you have made, that you contributed to that breakup. What do? You might be saying, "Oh no, he cheated on me, he did this to me." No, take responsibility. No blaming. Stop blaming each other. Stop blaming the other person. What do? Start cleaning up. Start cleaning up yourself. And take the time of crying, use it to invest in yourself, rediscover yourself, because anything that is broken needs to be amended. The moment you know it's broken, try to amend it. And mended things take time. It takes consistency. It takes hard work. So work on yourself. Find out those things that you're not able to do before and start doing it. That's number two. Number three is forgiveness. Forgiveness is very important if you want to bounce back from a broken relationship. The first thing is that, unforgiveness is like you drinking a poison and wanting the other person to die. So that's not very good for you, and it's not good for the other for if you want to bounce back quickly. So forgiveness is very, very important. Look into that place. What is it that is broken in that relationship? Where do you need to change in that relationship? Do you know that when something is broken, or you have a place in your body that is bleeding, you don't look for pain management, you look for surgery. If you have an internal bleeding, what do? You go for surgery. You don't use painkiller to kill something that is bleeding. So what do? Look for that place, accept that you are wrong. All right. Clean up that bleeding, go for surgery. And part of the surgery is you telling yourself, yes, I messed up. Yes, I have my own self to blame here. Cry if you want to cry. Do whatever you want to do, but just clean up the mess. Have a reflection over that relationship. Where did you go wrong? How did you, encourage the other person to treat you the way you were treated? Just think about it. The truth is that, you feel bad. What is it? Why are you feeling bad? Think about it, and think of how you can bounce back. Believe me, by the time you start doing this, your mindset is shifting to becoming a better person. Stop pointing fingers. Stop blaming the other person. Stop blaming yourself. Forgive the other person. Forgive yourself. It doesn't matter how many years you have invested in that relationship. And one thing I want you to know also is this: people do what they do based on who they are at that point in time and the information they have. So this is the reason why you have to forgive. The other person has, probably doesn't realize what he's done to you is bad, or maybe realized it and it's moved on. But you are crying. No, no, no. What you need to do, think about, what can I do now? How can I make myself better? What can I do that will make me, look better or be more progressive than what I am now. The fourth one here is help. Seek for help. Seek for help. You cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. You can speak to your families. You can speak to your friends. You can seek medical help. Make yourself happy. Don't drink. Some people, they go into drinking, they go into bad habits, they start, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on relationship. There's opportunity that is going to come back. Some people, they do have this inner vow, say, you know what, no, I don't want any relationship. No, 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 don't do that. There is a better person that God has created for you out there. All you need to do is to discover who you really are. Invest in yourself. Change a lot of things that you think the other person was, something you think is not very good about you. And I mean, you know yourself better. And this is why you have to know who you are. Rediscover yourself. Speak life into your situation. Don't associate yourself with people, negative people, because there are some people who will just drain you because of what has happened in your life. If you want to bounce back quickly, what do? Associate with other people that can help you, that will encourage you, that will, bring you to where you want to be. And the other one I want to say, which is very important, is this: have a journal. Have a journal. Because when you want to change your life, you're starting a new life. You want to bounce back. You want to be the best version of who God has created you to be. Have a journal. Write down things, your progress. It's gradual, it's in process. Just keep writing it daily. Focus on what you want to become, not what you don't want in life. Most of us will focus on what we don't want. But if you want to bounce back from a broken relationship, focus on what you want. Because you know what you don't want already. All right. So that when you're moving to the next relationship, you don't take your baggage into the new relationship. So when you focus on those on those new things, it expands. You become better. You are refreshed. You are happier. And what I will encourage you to focus on in 6Fs is focus on family. And if there is if there are children in that relationship, please do not ignore your children. Bring them, make them understand what is going on. Things happen in life. Let them know what has happened, and don't blame your other partner in the presence of your children. All right. Focus on your family. Focus on finances. I know it's difficult. Finances, probably two of you were doing things together. Now it's only you. It's hard, but go and be financially aware. Get awareness on finances. I mean, if you have debt, go to debt managers who will help you to manage your debt. Do things. Just try and do things to make extra income so that you're not being in debt. Then faith helps a lot. I'm a faith person, so I believe, speak to God, speak to people who can help you when it comes to your faith. And then what again? Fitness. Your well-being really matter, because some people, when the relationship is broken, they forget themselves, and they don't eat, they drink, they do, which will affect your health. Make sure you exercise yourself, take good care of yourself, eat well, and this will help you to bounce back quickly. And of course, fun, have fun. Go, there are some things that you couldn't actually do when you were together, when you were a couple. Now that you are single again, date yourself. Set goals, be specific, do what you enjoy most. Read books about how people are making it, how people have bounced back, how people who went through what you went through became the best of their life. Because when you do this, it will encourage you to bounce back quickly. And start thinking about how you can create things that will lead you to where you want to go. Start thinking, what can I do that will take me to where I want to be? So, because if you don't think of it, it will not come. Work on your thoughts. This is very important. If you want to bounce back quickly, work on your thoughts, because your thoughts leads to your feelings, and your feelings lead to action. Work on what you want to do, not what you don't want to do. Understand that first. The moment you understand that, Yes, you face the reality. I'm alone now. Things happen and there's nothing I can do about it. You tried, and this is why you don't blame yourself. You tried, but life has to move on. And that's why I say you have to be intentional about it. So the moment you focus on what you want to do, this changes your subconscious mind. And then you now start having good feelings. You're not planning, you are not thinking of things that you want to do. That thought becomes feeling. No, that feeling will take you begin to take action, and that action will lead to reality. Those actions that you take, it becomes your new realities now. And then, which is your thought leads to feeling, your feeling leads to action, your action leads to reality. And once again, like I said, be intentional in what you want to do or what you want to become. So this will help you to bounce back. This will help you to bounce back quicker and better. And I also want to encourage you that the best revenge or to bounce back is to have a good success, to live well, and to move on. The moment you do these things, you'll be on your feet and moving into your better future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I love it. It is absolutely amazing, amazing. I love the bit that you said, date yourself. I know this is not dating program. We're not talking about that, but I sometimes we need to remind some of the viewers there that are single, to start looking after themselves. I'm going to ask you to do one more things for us. Can you just repeat the 5 F's again, because I was blown away from that. So some of the audience, those who are listening to us, can get the importance of the 5 F's in a relationship to help you to bounce back.
Yeah. The 5 F's, the first one is family.
Family. Thank
family.
you.
It's very important. It could be your extended family, it could be your, of course, maybe you came out of one family, but don't neglect them. Make sure you connect to your children. It's very important. The other one is finance. Work on your finance, because the finance is one-sided now. So you not go into debt, and that alone breaks people. Then faith. Faith is very important. Connect with God. The other one is fitness, your well-being. Your well-being is very important. Don't neglect your well-being, your eating habits, your, exercising and everything. And the fifth one is fun. Have fun.
I love that.
Enjoy yourself.
I love it.
Person, and date yourself again, like you said.
Oh, I love that. Do you know what? Sometimes we forget to have fun because of all the issues that's going around us. And particularly if you're a single father out there, we do understand single parent out there who are listening to us. And sometimes we forget about us because what we've been doing is running after the kids, the business, the paying the bills and everything. And we forget how to have fun. And I hope with this message with Minister Carol, to remind you out there, okay, to have fun while you're running your own business, while you're doing the school runs, because we all know what the school runs are. So thank you so much, Minister Carol. That is an amazing. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you
the
so
best,
much.
like I said, the best way to revenge, instead of remaining being bitter and resentful, is to be successful. Be successful, live well, and move on. That's the best way, the best revenge.
Oh, I love that. I love that one there, because a lot of time we kind of forget to do that, we just focus on the relationship has broken down, and we just
And
don't
revenge,
bother
you're thinking, oh, he did this to me. No, I'm going to revenge. I'm going to do this. No. The best way to revenge is to be successful.
Yeah.
Probably the person is telling you, looking at you, because in some relationship, they oh, who are you? Who do you think you are? You are not this, you are fat, you are not educated, you are not and if you look at yourself, actually, there's so much in us, both the man and the woman. We are fully talented. It's only when you look into yourself that there's much more you can do.
there is so much that we can do, in this life. There is so much. And thank you so much for reminding us on that as well. It's been amazing, amazing speaking to you, Minister Carol, and I've learned so much on listening to you, how to bounce back from a relationship. Thank you. Really appreciate you there.
Thank you too for inviting me.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
God bless you. Really appreciate you. God bless.
Have
Thank
a lovely
you.
day. I'll see you later.
Margaret Thorli, an award-winning business startup trainer, business coach and career mentor. She is the CEO of H&R Training Professionals Empowerment Speaker Confidence Build, an extraordinary trainer who has trained 1,500 lone parents and women to become entrepreneurs. She is an author, Single Mother and the Dating Game, Tips on how to maneuver the dating minefield, 8 tips to a better relationship, ideas on how to have a great and loving relationship, Elephants in My Stomach, feeling the fear, wanting to flee, Stop Undermining Me, I'm Not Stupid, I'm Just Dyslexic, championing the voice and worth of single mothers and fathers.